many of whom have actually just come together in the last couple of days as well. So it just bodes really well for the rest of the roadmap for the rest of the year heading into October for the World Championships in 2022. But meanwhile, we're getting ready now. As we said before, Slayer on Bazaar. We've got the rockets, the OS, that grapple shot's there down bottom mid as well. First to 50 kills, and Justin, I'm going to hand it over to you.
No worries, and I hope to see some grapple plays in this with that rocket. Death from above, and we're just loading into the players now. And, you know, NUTRIBULLET, they're one up in the series, but I would not count Divine Minds out. There's some hungry boys ready for victory, and we're starting it off again with Barcode, who is just such an absolute monster, putting in some shots, trying to push them off. It looks like they're trying to collapse on the rockets here. Slay's getting the better of Barcode there, putting him into the respawn screen. Now on board with my boy Ali Berserk. He does get sent into respawn as well. Prady's trying to get some angles here for his team, trying to get the clean up on Pips, but he just sneaks away. Sneaky little beaver, and there's the rocket, and Slay's there. And like, leave Pips alone, that's my friend, and he gets taken down to the double doors. Now on board with Madzy with those rockets. Still got both to play with. We'll have to see if he can set up a bit of a collapse for his team here, Hoots.
I think they've got OS there as well, so Perfect just sits there, waits for Pips to run through the alleyway and drops. Interesting that he decided to stay here at rocket spawn with these rockets rather than move around. That's ballsy, putting a rocket down with teammates running around, but it worked out perfectly and grabbed a second kill. So 2 kills from 2 rockets. That's exactly what you want out of that. And now he's moving into the bar, and he's just probably sussing out where the other team is spawning, but it looks like they're spawning in the back flag. So he's going to have a bit of time to run around freely in this bottom mid. But still, most of this Divine Mind squad pinned down in the back here. And Madzy looks like he's got the scent and he's heading in.
Yeah, you can see he's being so calculated with his movement. It's like, yeah, there's Berserk. He's a bit weak, but I'm not going to collapse in there. All his mates are in there hanging out, ready to collapse on Madzy as he goes in. He finds himself a kill. His patience paying off, and scoreline, we're just going to highlight that for a second. NUTRIBULLET's got all the fruit in the blender and making themselves a nice smoothie for breakfast, and Divine Mind struggling a little bit once again, Hoots.
Yeah, this is getting pretty nasty pretty quickly, really. We're just seeing them race out to a very big lead. It's across the board, really strong slays coming from both Deduce and Barcode here. We're on board with Barcode as he's moving up into this top balcony here, putting shots across the map and using that cover really well as well. That's one of the advantages, even though you might feel like you're out in the open on that balcony, those little ledges there can provide great cover, and he's just peeking from this bar, and it looks like even shots just straight there through double doors, sorry. And picking up assists. He's just running right and out to a 13 kill lead already. This one looks like it's getting out of hand quite quickly.
Yeah, and Madzy with that OS and the thruster pack to utilize, picks himself up 2 kills. I think he thought a grenade dropped at his feet there, and he's grabbing that bulldog ready to bite some people as well. He's got one more thrust charge in the bank, it looks like, and he's trying to cut off those angles in the double doors, putting in so much damage across the map. And now it looks like the collapse is starting to form up. Madzy sniffing out Pips up there. He goes down with some team fire going through. Raided managing to get better of Barcode, but look at that in the kill feed, just people dropping left and right. And Madzy maybe hanging it out down bottom mid a little bit too long there, Hoots, and does go down.
Yeah, that can be a tricky spot if you get stuck down there, because the jump to get out of there is actually, it's not hard, but it leaves you super exposed and takes a while. We've got these rockets up now. Obviously, you can nade them out if you want, so that looks like what Prady's was trying to do, but I think they're still there on respawn. Berserk, he's just sitting at the base of the rocket stairs, but I don't think he's going to be able to get up there while his shields are like that. And I think rockets have been taken. As you can see, it's Madzy with them again, and well done there from Berserk, who managed to wait a little bit before going in and attacking and getting those rockets back. But as you can see, NUTRIBULLET are the ones who recover them again. Prady's bottom mid with them, running around. That OS is popping in 25 seconds, but he's got these rockets. He's probably going to put them to work with a predictive rocket up at Slays. Must have got the call out. Doesn't connect completely to finish the kill, but I'm sure he's damaged him a bit. He's going to head in, try and clean this kill up.
Yeah, I love what Pratt was doing there, and he put some damage into Berserk, just hanging around that commando spawn there. He's just moving around the map really well, putting in damage for all his teammates, checking those angles, and look at him just sniffing players out. Where's the next one, boys? Where's the next one? Racking up another doubles there if he wants it. Slays desperately trying to stay alive. Unfortunately, Pratt not able to add that kill to the stat line as he runs out of ammo, but he's really just sniffing them out. And speaking of sniffing, there's the Bulldog Woof Woof.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking at Barcode in the scoreboard here. 11 kills, 9 assists. So he's just going nuts. He's just been running around bottom mid for a lot of the map, which is crazy. But seeing an interesting route here, Brady's not choosing to go down the drop vent, but it is a great spot there to hide and take cover. He's still got this Bulldog, and he's going to try some long-range shots. Don't connect, but Slaves once again looks like he's caught unawares, manages to get away, but this will be, we've stopped away, so it doesn't matter, but Slave's getting away through the river there, and now we're on board with Pips. He's only got 2 kills. He's been struggling quite a bit, and he's stuck in this little cubby area that we were speaking about before, so he's going to want to try and do some damage and get out of there quickly because, as we've seen there, it's just a really easy area to get caught and stuck in.
Yeah, NUTRIBULLET is just running away with it. They're 43 to 23. 20 kills the difference and almost doubling the scoreline right now. And you can see it. NUTRIBULLET are just so comfortable moving around the map. They can just go where they like, look at the angles that they like, and Divine Mind's not really answering them in the kill department, unfortunately. Look at those nades from Berserk, desperately trying to cut off those angles. Does manage to nab himself a kill though, Hoots. So Berserk trying to do everything he can to keep his squad in. Yeah,
unfortunately, just look at these scores coming in from NUTRIBULLET, and it's not just the kills, but it's the assists. It just shows the team shots working so much stronger. So, you know, it was a series we thought might be a little bit closer than this, but I think this just shows how strong this NUTRIBULLET team really is. Like this is a spanking in every sense of the word. It's potentially going to be a spectacular if Divine Mind can't nab another kill or two. But this has just been across the board super impressive from NUTRIBULLET.
Yeah, this is certainly not an off-brand NUTRIBULLET blender from Target. This is the genuine brand, just such high quality sportsmanship from these guys, and just absolutely stomping this other squad, which was arguably, you know, it was a big discussion leading up, you know, who is the #1 squad, and it was both of these guys, but I think it's pretty clear that NUTRIBULLET, they're just making their move on the ANZ scene and establishing themselves as the top squad.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw at the end then the spectacular medal, so that's a 20 kill stomping, which I didn't think we expected, Josh. I'm not sure about you.
No, they got the full steak dinner, they got the dessert and all. I did not expect it to be that much of a blowout on the Slayer. 50 to 30, you guys were saying it. It just shows the dominance of the NUTRIBULLET squad. Amazing stuff from both teams, really, but NUTRIBULLET just obviously head and shoulders above there, at least in the winners final. I do want to call out, and it's a narrative we spoke of earlier, but we should rehash it because I think it's relevant, and also for those just tuning in, and that's about this squad that they haven't, the Divine Mind squad. They didn't go into this tournament with the team lineup that was announced. Now, would that have changed the result? Would Junior in place of Rated have actually changed the result?